Is it too late to get into the stock market? Has it topped or is it going to keep running into infinity, yo, sub traders, all that and more as we get into today's market analysis? If you don't know me, my name is Travis, and I develop top-down fundamental trading ideas that are turned into systems, mechanical systems, which are computer back-tested. So today we're going to look at the markets from one of those systems, the best system I have, Market Timing Pro. Really the best system that I've personally seen. I know there may be better systems out there. I haven't seen them. The system, a lot of the times when someone will show you back testing, it's over optimized for one particular asset. But ours, if we look at our back testing, I just want to show you before we get into so you understand. Here is US 100 over the past like 10 years on capital.com. You see max 20% drawdown. Green is our strategy. Blue is buy and hold. So we beat buy and hold in the NASDAQ. 250% net profit with a 20% drawdown. Now, if we look at the NASDAQ and we go back 40 years, 60% drawdown. In this time, NASDAQ had an 84% drawdown right here. We have a 21,645% gain, 600 trades, 64% profitable, 2.1 profit factor. We look at gold going back 100 years. On gold, blue line is the flat line of buy and hold. We turned here $100,000 with a max 61% drawdown. And again, we can adjust the drawdown, but gold had a greater drawdown during this time period. And we have a 794,000% increase, which looks like $794 million, starting with $100,000 in the 1800s on gold. And then also we see ETH with these particular settings is about even with buy and hold. A little bit worse actually, but if we look at Bitcoin, well actually no, this is, yeah, 75% drawdown. So ETH had a 90% drawdown during this time. So our risk-adjusted returns were still winning over 100 trades. Bitcoin were crushing buy and hold, like 47% drawdown. Bitcoin had 90% drawdowns during this time. And over 10 years, $100,000 turns into, in this backtest, 44 million. So all that to say isn't to give you the full demo, but I just want you to understand this is a robust, generalized system that is not optimized for one asset on one time frame. This works on, really it's geared for the strongest assets, but it works over 100 years on gold, it works 40 years on NASDAQ, it works 10 years on Bitcoin and ETH. It's probably going to work well into the future. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where it is at today and what positions it's taken recently. Okay, so let's start with the NASDAQ. So just so you guys understand the system, it has two entries. The first one is a dip buy. Every entry has a little green arrow. The second one is a breakout buy. So we can see the NASDAQ took a dip buy, and then the gray line, or this gray line, is the average entry. So our average entry was right here. And then after buying, our average entry was right here, and after buying, our average entry is right here. And we can see that the orange line is our stop loss. So initially our stop loss was here, then it was advanced to here, then it was advanced to here. So the NASDAQ put in a buy signal on April 24, put in another buy signal on May 15, and put another buy signal on July 10. So at the moment, if we go into the trades, it's going to show that it's floating some really big winning trades right now. This is the floating profit on these different trades that it's in. So is it top? Well, our system, am I personally long from here? No, I started trading it more recently, but our system has been long for a while and has a big long. These are pyramid positions, right? So we'll see what happens at the highs, but there's no reason to be a seller in the market right now. Same thing with US 500. dip buy right here, breakout edge right here, running the stop wide. Okay. The other markets don't look as strong, but let's go look at stocks because we're talking about indices. Stonks, some of the biggest stocks. Amazon has had a number of add-ons and is showing a breakout buy right here on this day on Wednesday. So Amazon is one of the big ones. Microsoft as well got into some buys here. A breakout buy that got stopped. Okay, looks like it took breakout buys on these days and is in profits and has stopped. No, not at break even. Apple, let's take a look at Apple. I forget, it doesn't really work on Apple because Apple had too much of a drawdown during the uh, .com burst and it kind of screws up the back testing. Where was the .com bubble? Right here. Ugly, right? So let's skip Apple. Let's look at Nvidia. What's the error we're getting? Okay, we're gonna change our size. We're not gonna change any parameters of the indicator itself, just the order size. So let's look at Nvidia, which appears to be glitching because it's showing buys here, here, and here, but it's not showing them on the chart. So I have another version. Let's look at our other version here to see what the signals are showing. Okay, looks a little better. I'm going to turn down the transparency of the trade boxes so we can see what's going on a little bit better. Settings should be 3.4 and 3.4. Save as default. So it's showing, man, it's been long. I guess it took a stop here. It's been long since October. With a dip buy in April, a breakout buy in May, a breakout buy, another breakout buy in May, and then it's just running it stop wide and waiting to see what happens. So we haven't called top on that yet. Meta is waiting for an all-time high to go long. Tesla's just given breakout buys. And Google has had a number of breakout buys working. And as long has been long. So I'm not telling you to go long, but that's what's going on. Now, if we look at gold, this dip buy is still potentially running, but we had a failed breakout that got us out of the market here. We would be waiting for price to come just a little bit lower to give us a dip buy on gold. So I'm looking for that. And then if we look at Bitcoin, stopped out at breakout buys, potentially has a dip buy from here still running, and would only need to go a little bit lower to add on to it. Same thing with ETH. Could be flat depending on the settings, or is still holding these dip buys from here, waiting for breakout. Stopped out of a breakout buy over here. Let's look at the total crypto market. See if there's any signals. We see we got long in the altcoin market, although I don't really like the long alts. Long altcoin dominance as well. and we had a short on Bitcoin dominance, or a sell rather, and a long on ETH dominance and ETH BTC, which are still going. So yeah, just to show you guys how simple it can be, just following the system and letting positions run. And I'm really looking forward to following the system this year and seeing where we might end up at the end of the year. So hope you found that useful. If you're interested in the indicator, go click the link below, get the full demo. It's not about predicting what the market does, just reacting to what the market gives us, and that's what the market's giving us today. So much love, talk to y'all soon, and happy trading. Peace.